Hello again. It's been a while since we had a vlog. I can't say that we're coming back 100% daily, but I am going to try. It's a new year and I thought it might be a good time to start. So, what's been going on? Huge amounts. We've done a load of outdoor broadcasts with the Jenny Kirk channel. So, we did the Great Electric Train Show 2 days. Oh, that is a different tone to the one I've seen before. That is nice. Yeah. We did the National Festival of Railway Modelling 2 days down at the NEC in Birmingham. Can we see the Gronk from space? There we go. Look at the speed. Look at the speed of our shunter. We're shunting like mad. And we did a live broadcast from Sawyer Models when they did their pre-Christmas later opening, and we did the broadcast from there, and that was a lot of fun too.
And the coloured monkey isn't technical enough to have a wireless camera.
Yes. I am technical enough, we just can't afford it yet. Yes. So we've done a lot of out and about, which is kind of what I wanted to do. Also been down to Hornby for Jen to do some projects there.
Hornby have very kindly had sent from the factory one of these, completely disassembled into the parts, and I'm going to have a go at putting it together.
We've really focused, hyper-focused on building up the brand on the JK channel.
Foolishly, they've let me sit in the driving seat, so we're in for a rough ride.
So that's been a lot of success for us, but it's meant a lot of work, especially since I've also been doing nightly broadcasts of live streams from the Gamehammer studio here. This is what this is. It's also my office, kind of does a twofer. Always go back in at 200, maybe even 300%. So any lines that you draw that are a little bit wobbly will appear straight once it's further out. So we've been doing those, and that's been great. We've got through a lot of games, and we're starting to build up a nice community there, which is wonderful. It's always great to be able to sit down and stream knowing that there's a good chance that certain people are going to show up and we're going to have a good time having a chat. You know, that I love that aspect of streaming. The back and forth is great. So I've been really enjoying it, but what's afoot for the new year? Well, we're planning to bring the comics back, but not in the standard way. All Over the House and Life of Naughty Mouse. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time for a couple of years now to be able to do comics on a regular basis. So what I'm going to do, instead of having it constantly nagging in the back of my head, like, you haven't done a comic, you haven't done a comic, you haven't done a comic. Instead of doing that, I'm going to do runs, like a quick season. Like, we'll have 2 months worth of comics, and then they'll go out and it'll be bam, 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 and then we'll have a break, because that way I can plan it better and put it into my work schedule. I think that would work out better. Also going to try an occasional animation. I've had a lot of fun with the Star Trek ones that we did for A Question of Trek. We did parodies of Star Trek as animated stuff.
Who's looking forward to some shore leave?
Well, actually, I've been in the holodeck enjoying the rising summer. I'm not one for winter weather.
Being cooped up in a room with photons and force fields is not my idea of leave.
Well, who asked you, anyway?
What?
Oh, nothing.
What about you, Commander Zoe?
I'll be taking up the ancient art of Vulcan avalanche surfing.
I didn't know Vulcans had snow to surf on.
We don't. We usually surf down the lava flows. But since Andoria is a barren frozen wasteland, I had to amend it. And that was a lot of fun, but A Question of Trek has now seemingly come to an end. No one can get hold of Conti since Conti went back to a night class, went off to college. And I can't blame him for that. Put real life first, that's exactly what you should be doing in life. But as a result, there's no more Star Trek animations, but I did enjoy doing them. It was a lot of work, again, so don't expect regular animations. But every now and again I want to do something like The Life of Naughty Mouse or an All Over the House one, something like that. Something fun, I think will go down quite well. And of course, we're doing the War Game Hammer channel, doing my Star Trek reviews. There's lots and lots of videos on lots of different channels. And now you can see why I haven't been doing the daily vlogs. I'm not going to say they're coming back daily. I want to do them as regularly as I can. And I also want to bring back the political ring as a regular thing. Like, we're talking maybe not once a week, but perhaps once a fortnight as a podcast and a sharing of views. So I'll put my piece, and you guys can leave your replies in the comments, and we'll talk about that in a kind of follow-up video. and try and do it that way, where we can actually have a conversation. I'm very much in favour of creating a space where people can say what they're thinking without people shouting them down. And that's what a safe space is supposed to be. But safe space has become a kind of pejorative term in certain circles because they feel like it's they see it as, and let me try and put this the way I want it read, because they see it as an indication that if they say what they think, other people will attack them because they will feel offended, you know? I don't want any of that. I'm creating an actual safe space where you can air your views and we'll discuss them like adults. And maybe you're wrong, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll find out, won't we? Through the course of debate and mature discussion. That's what I'm going for. The same thing that I've done on my live streams with Game Hammer. People can say what they think and then we'll discuss it as adults rather than, oh, you can't say that. It's like, why can't they say that? Let's discuss why they can't say that. Or more importantly, why they probably shouldn't say that in certain circumstances, because that's what it generally comes down to. I am, as you might know, quite the centrist. In American terms, I would appear left-wing. In British terms, I appear right-wing. It's that kind of situation. So, I'm not going to judge people unless they're outright saying they want to eat babies or something like that. That's not what I'm here for. I want a discussion and try and move political discourse forward a bit, because right now all we have is a screaming match between extremists and no one's getting any good information out of that, and certainly no one's making any societal progress. We've got stagnation and I don't like that, so we're going to try and change that. That's my plan for the political ring, and I want to bring other people onto the chat with some interviews, so I'll pre-record them, stick that in segments, the same way I did when I was talking to Jen about various things, and I think that will work. But that's my plan. That's what the idea is for this channel and for the other channels. Basically keeping busy, trying to make as much entertaining stuff and keeping you guys entertained as much as I can, and sharing bits of life as well. Alright, just a quick update. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope. See you soon. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk-Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey82, Mo Henry, and George Botterini. Thank you so much, guys.